You've been lied to about biblical womanhood. One of the great poisons within the church is how men have corrupted the teachings of obedience and submission. They use their power to convince women that they need to be obedient to men. They might say that they need to be obedient to God, but ultimately, if there's a disagreement within the household, they will eventually say that the will of the man is closer to God's will than the will of the woman. Why do they do this? Because when women are obedient to God, they challenge the system. They are a threat to corrupted male leadership. Deborah was a judge over Israel, which meant she held legal, religious, and military power. Jael hammered a tent stake through the skull of a general into the ground after getting him drunk, and this was seen as a righteous thing to do. Esther confronted the king, something that should have gotten her killed and was an act of disobedience so that she could protect her people. Miriam was called a prophet among Moses and Aaron over all of Israel. Abigail defied and disobeyed her husband by negotiating peace with David, and she was rewarded for it. Mary Magdalene was called the apostle to the apostles. Priscilla taught men to be preachers in the early church. The Syrophoenician woman challenged Jesus, and Mary of Bethany sat in a seat reserved for men, and Jesus celebrated them both. Biblical womanhood is courageous, resistant to injustice, intelligent, authoritative, and challengers to the system. Rory and Lorelei Gilmore.